Welcome back, guys, to Operation RV. So real quick, I do apologize for the sound behind me. It's raining, but I am covered, so it's time to work. So I'm going to be removing all this stuff here, all the way down to the block with all my goodies here, and you will find everything down in the description here. If you want to go ahead and use this mock-up, simply click on it. It'll take you right over to Amazon where you can check out. And it's pretty much a thoughtless, easy way just to go ahead and get some of the products that you see here of me installing an Operation RV. So right up close, this is the black steel braided 8N line. This kit comes with a lot of different fittings. It comes with two U-bends, 245s, 290s, 4 straights, and 2 hose adapters. So this is an awesome kit, and I believe it's 20 or 25 feet, one or the other, but if you click on it, you'll definitely tell. I will be installing here an inside fuel pressure gauge so I can see what my pressure is going to be. Here's the Osias high pressure 55 fuel pump along with the fittings. Let's show you what we got under the hood here. Alrighty, so here we are in the engine bay compartment, and on the last video you did see me hook up the Boost Referenced fuel pressure regulator. That's where the other end of this is going to go and get hooked up. So I'll be removing all the line, adding the new 8N, get it all plugged up, make sure the vacuum works. I'll go ahead and show you what it's like to get this tuned into the PSI that we need before vacuum and after vacuum. Alright, so you want to go ahead and grab a clamp and a bolt of some sort that will fit the diameter here of the 3/8. When I take that off, I'll go ahead and clamp it and put the bolt in here just for assurance, just so we don't have gas leaking all over my garage here. So let's get all this stuff removed. Alright, so we got the old fuel system out. Just had to cut it in one place, and pretty much that's about it. We'll go ahead and save the low pressure Edelbrock and these hose clamps. Let's go ahead and start building our AN fittings. Got the Osias filter on, and I'll put the pre-filter on here momentarily, but what we're going to go ahead and do now is start working on these AN fittings on my Boost Referenced fuel pressure regulator that you see up in the bay for the feed to the carb and the feed from the tank to the carb. I'm going to be using 90s, and on the return I'll be using a straight. I'll show you that momentarily, but once you unscrew these two portions here, you're going to grab the female end, and you see right down in there the wide threads. Literally, what helps me on this stainless steel braiding tubing is to get a little piece of electrical tape just so all this doesn't fray back, I'm sorry. But literally just set it over like this and start twisting it on, and it'll go ahead and seat down a little bit further. And then if you see those threads here, when you put the other male position in and insert it, and as you start screwing it in, it compresses your AM line. So I'm one-handed right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera, and I'll be back. Now let's start working on these AN fittings on my Boost Referenced fuel pressure regulator that you see up in the bay for the feed to the carb and the feed from the tank to the carb. I'm going to be using 90s, and on the return I'll be using a straight. I'll show you that momentarily, but once you unscrew these two portions here, you're going to grab the female end, and you see right down in there the wide threads. Literally, what helps me on this stainless steel braiding tubing is to get a little piece of electrical tape just so all this doesn't fray back, I'm sorry. But literally just set it over like this and start twisting it on, and it'll go ahead and seat down a little bit further. And then if you see those threads here, when you put the other male position in and insert it. And as you start screwing it in, it compresses your AM line. So I'm one-handed right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera and I'll be back. So you can see the hose, it seats right there. So let me go ahead and put on the other end and we'll lock it down. All right, he's on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and fish it on down the frame here up to the carb, and then we'll get it all attached here to the filter. All right, we are staring at the front of the engine bay up here, and I went ahead and fished down the stainless steel line. And what I'm doing now is, let me scoot over here. I'm going to start running it out the back. So what I got to do is first start running it through the frame rail here, and then what I'll go back and do later is go ahead and come back and then secure the line down. So let's get this all the way through here. A little difficult with one hand, and we will be back. I got the line here coming from the tank up to the regulator here, and as you see, it goes down, clears the turbo header, the turbo exhaust, and it's going out up underneath the transmission. And then let me have you walk with me over here so I can show you that we still have tons left. I went ahead and attached it in two places here just to secure it, but we still have tons left. So what we need to do that's detrimental that everyone forgets is blowing out your line. So if you're cutting and using, cut off wheels or even anything, you're putting shards of rubber, metal, nylon, all kinds of stuff in your hose, and then it's going to go through your filters, it's going to go through your fuel injector or your carb, and it's going to have a catastrophe. So let's blow this out real quick. I'm pretty full here. I got over 150 psi. I want to blow through this line. All right, got the hose in the AN line there, and I'm going to see if I can do this one-handed. We'll see. Let's see if we can do this. Bear with me, guys. A little shaky. All right, that should work. Good example, just cut this hose. Look at that. That is why you blow out your hose, guys. You cannot have this in your fuel system. No bueno. Run your wires through your boots. We're going to go ahead and get these taped up, and then we'll go ahead and get it attached to the actual pump. I'll go ahead and get my soldering gun here so I can get this wire done correctly. I don't want any issues down the road, and I don't definitely want anything coming loose or a ground issue or what have you. So we're going to go ahead and get this soldered. I'm one-handed, so I'll be back here momentarily. All nicely soldered. So the Osias filter does have indications of positive and negative. You can see it there, positive here, negative there. And I went washer, wire, washer, nut. Same on both sides. And right now I'm using an 8mm to get these tightened up. And I want my wires unison. So when I go to put in my filter here on the inside of the frame rail, it'll sit snug. Let's get to it. Jump over the boots. And that's pretty much it on this fuel pump. I'll go ahead and do the ground, and I'll go working on the pressure regulator. All right, everything's ran to the fuel pressure regulator, and I went ahead and 90'd over to the carb here, and also got a external filter right here. And so now we just need to do the 6-in return and go ahead and give it a turnkey so we can get this line primed, which will have a can here and primed so we can get any debris that might have been left over if the air didn't get it. And then we'll hook it up and go ahead and get it tuned. All right, so now onto the fuel pressure gauge. So these two parts here I got at your local O'Reilly's. Everything else I got from Amazon, and everything will be down in my description where you can pick this up. So I want to go ahead and get this built. This kit for the brake line, fuel line is Really, really great. It's fairly inexpensive, has everything you need from the cutoff wheel to different fairings on whatever sizes of brake line you need. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this second fuel gauge here and I'm going to build a line that's going to be extending from my Boost Referenced fuel pressure regulator. It's going to come up over, and this is going to be kind of sticking up a little bit like that. So when I am driving, I can kind of look out and see exactly what fuel pressure I have. Let's get building. So this is the brass coupler here, which I'm going to be adding on to the MPT port. This is 1/8 thread by MPT. And here is what you call the fairing kit. It's half MPT and half regular thread. So let me go to show you what we got here. Let's go ahead and get this built. Fairly easy. Just grab your coupler here. Go ahead and screw it onto the gauge. You're going to take your other one. The ferrule is inside there as you see it right there. Do not lose that. We're going to need that here in just a minute. And this will just simply go in here like that. And these are MPT threads. So there'll come to a point when you're actually tightening this down that it secures on its own. You'll feel it kind of give and seat properly. So this part here is going to go up in here, tighten down perfectly. Then when I get my measurement on how much I need, what we're going to do is it's going to be fed right over here. I have a fitting, which I'm about to show you, and the line's going to come up over and my gauge will be out that way. My special fitting just came in. Again, you can get that down below in the description through Amazon. It's AAN female and an AAN male. If you look real close there, if you get some good lighting on it, and a 1/8 inch MPT female threads. So we can go ahead and tap in this additional fuel gauge just like that. So let's go ahead and get her all finished up. Gauge has been added to the Boost FPR. So you have it running across here. And let me go ahead and show you how functional it is. All right. There's the gauge. All I gotta do is just secure the line. And that's it. Let's go ahead and install this fuel filter that come in so we can get this line purged and all turnkeyed. Fuel system's done. I went ahead and got my 100 micron fuel filter installed with 8AN fittings. I did put a U-bend there where it goes directly from the tank over, and went ahead and connected in between the Osias pump here, and it goes over to the carb here. That's pretty much it, guys. So we're going to get this purged, this line purged, make sure there's no trash in it, and get this bad boy fired up. That is it. I'm super excited how this turned out. Clean, superb. One more thing checked off the list. That is right. So I got the fuel line right in the mason jar there that you see below. What I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and purge the line, make sure there's no trash from cutting the hoses, because we don't want that in our FPR going to our car or anything like that. So that's always best, just go ahead and purge the line, which I'm going to go ahead and do momentarily. Let's go ahead and kick it on. It's going to take a second to pull the fuel from the tank here. It's almost there. Let's check it out. Can't really see from where I'm at. Good deal. Let's check out the glass. Look at all that trash, guys. Look at those tiny little specks of black rubber, and you see some pretty big pieces in here. Let's go up the top view here. Try to be very still. I turn this way to give you a direction. Right at the very top there at the bottom a big chunk. There's a big chunk on the bottom and on the right. But there's also very tiny specks of almost pepper-like rubber. So, guys, this is why we purge our lines when we get them cut. So we'll go ahead and prime this fuel pressure regulator and see what my base pressure is. And also see if there's any leaks. Hopefully there are not. Love the sound of that electric fuel pump. All right, let's see. Turn that off. And let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here, guys. I think we're doing good. You guys can hear my return that I got going over to my tank. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get this fired up. On Operation RV, I do make mistakes sometimes, and my inside fuel pressure regulator was tacked out. So I had my line on the wrong side, so I just flipped it over. And so let's go ahead and check for leaks again. And we should be good to go. Hopefully that solved it. Let's see. All right, let's give her a start.